Sit back, relax, and enjoy, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
It's not gonna happen, and Daniel McMillan,
Pennsylvania native, kept here winning here at Pocono.
Third win of the season, and win the championship.
Ryan Benjamin with the last lap pass.
And he is going to score the victory in the Minute Maid 300.
Salmon Oskin, third win of the season.
He's gonna get it and only leads 3 laps today!
Welcome to the NOFSRL.
We are back in Daytona Beach, and quite literally, we are on the beach. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to race number 27 of the inaugural season of the NOFSRL Mission Barbecue Cup Series. We are live from Daytona Beach, Florida. Literally, Daytona Beach. We're on the beach course here of the the original beach layout for NASCAR. Getting set to kick off the racing's North Turn Beach Bar and Grill here at the Daytona Road Course. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Trey Wright. Not necessarily the road course, but the beach course here. It's a 5-turn, 4-mile long beach course, the second longest venue that we will visit this season. Obviously, the longest being our next race on Thursday. Yes, on Thursday. On Thursday confirmed. I will be going to the Zenjoltis Quad Oval Mega Speedway for the running of the Anti-Task Force 500. But that is then, and this is now. Coming off of Atlanta. Definitely, Atlanta was a very spicy day, as we see Danny DeVito Jr. is your pole sitter here for the Racing's North Turn Beach Bar and Grill 500. And then taking a look at your points, which will be on your left. Madison Tall is your points leader in the championship chase with 10,221 points. Landon Smith Jr. is second. Eric Monaco is third. Keegan Thompson fourth. Lagacy fifth, and it is Logan Reynolds, Wilmington, Benjamin Dover, Hamill, and Logan Williams rounding out your chase. Definitely going to be a very fun one here. A very exciting. No cautions, as things tend to get a little bit messy here and a little bit long. The caution laps are pretty long here, so we're just going to throw off the cautions. And if you know anything about history at this track, it's going to get wild. The sand can eat you up and spit you out and flip your car over. This is going to get fun. Got to get the cars rolling off here, making sure everybody is rolling off, and they are. It appears that they are. Gonna go grab a drink of water real quick from my bedpost. See the pace car gonna be pulling off here in just one moment. Camera angles for this track aren't exactly the best, but the pace car pulling off of pit road. They have to go through the north turn to get to the start finish line. Any second now, there they are. So all 40 drivers getting ready to do battle at this actually 6-turn kidney bean shaped road course. Definitely gonna be a very fun one here. They go down the 2-mile stretch of the beach and then back Highway A1A. Right, as some of the drivers did back in the day. There they go through the north turn. Ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna get fun. Danny DeVito Jr. leads into the green flag. Green flag is out. We're racing in Daytona Beach. Side by side for the lead already. It looks like Wilmington's going to go out in front. As I go, we got 3 wide here as we head rapidly towards the south turn. Wilmington is out in front, 2 and 3 wide behind him. And here we go into the south turn. This can get dicey here. These guys have to break. Oh, Tristan Allen just ran. Charlie Davenport gets rear-ended by Legacy. Nathan Buchanan goes around Davenport upside down. We got our first handful of casualties of the race, including Al Legacy not having a good chase. And there's a second race in a row. Charlie Davenport is going to finish in the last position. Tough break for the driver of the number 66. But back onto the beach course. The beach section. Brady Wilmington looking to make up after that. Trying to think of what it is. His first DNF of the season at the. Trying to think of what the name is here. Atlanta Motor Speedway last race. He's trying to make up with that with the win, and then you see a lot of cars with damage. Tristan Allen, 46 of Caleb Campbell, Mitchell Collins down the pit road as they head back into the North Chute. Now Benjamin Dover looking to go underneath Brady Wilmington to lead lap number 1 of 20, but Wilmington's going to get to the stripe first. Trying to get decent camera angles here. Wilmington leads that lap. We got Fitzwater up here, and actually Benjamin Dover, he is a chase driver, so a couple of guys that did not have good runs at Atlanta, including both Otter Island Motorsports cars, especially the 79 of Logan Williams, darting down to the inside. Now here comes Zachary Fitzwater, the road course expert, going to the inside of Wilmington with a run. Well, they're 3 wide behind him with Voiles, Cole Sampson, and Nathan Stapleton. Now Fitzy door to door with Wilmington into the south turn. See, got some contact in the back there. Got some contact 4 wide. Owen Miles into Daisy Johnson into Dustin Davis. Dustin Davis is going to go off the banking. That's going to effectively knock him out. Daisy Johnson with a lot of damage. Madison Tall caught up in that lap 1 incident. We'll go over every incident at the end with a little bit of a carnage cam here. See, now got a kind of 2 packs here. Wilmington's still in the lead. Here comes Monaco. Had a huge run on the inside. They're 3 wide. They were 3 wide there for a second for the lead. This is a good camera angle right here. There are 3 wide. Fitzy in the middle. Here comes 75 of Eric Monaco. Watch Benjamin Dover. Oh, this could get dicey going through the north turn. They're going to keep it together, though. It's really the south turn. That's the calamity corner on this track. But going to the lead drag race and start finish line. I think Dover may have led that. See what timing and scoring says. No, Fitzy led that by a bumper. Now he's out front in the 9. It's going to be a fairly long race here. Wow, I'm not entirely sure when pit stops are, but Al Legacy, he's definitely going to be the lowest chase driver to finish as of now. Matt Tuck with a lot of hood damage. It's not going to be a good day for any of those guys. Looks like Trey Smith in the 38 had some contact as, meanwhile, the majority of cars heading back to the North Chute. Monaco underneath Fitzwater, 3 wide behind here. Logan Williams giving Cole Sampson a little bit of a love tap. Making sure some contact back in here. But no one going around as of yet. For the first time in this race, I get through the south turn cleanly here. And Fitzy back to the race lead over Eric Monaco and Brady Wilmington. I know Fitzy, he just wants to go out and win pretty much every single one of these remaining races this season. Because honestly, he got robbed at North Wilkesboro so many times if you think about it. But here comes Monaco with a strong run on Fitzwater as we have the helicopter cam. A little bit of a 5-car breakaway here, and then you got 6th place Voiles, DeVito Jr., pole sitter Keegan Thompson, and Logan Williams as these guys enter the north turn. I'll have to watch this pack right here. This could get ugly, especially in the south turn. James Edwards in the 32 with a little bit of hood damage. But everyone's going to get through the north turn. well here. Quarter of the way through the Racing's North Turn Beach Bar and Grill, and the 66 of Davenport is back out onto the racing surface. There is the gap. They could catch him before halfway. Just have to wait and see. Pretty much everyone is pretty strung out here, but this pack right here, 3 wide in this. This could get dangerous going into the south turn. Back to the race lead. Fitzy into the race lead. Brother Wilmington trying to undercut the 75. To head in. Oh, there goes Monaco, and a whole line of cars just got knocked out of the groove, including Eric Monaco. Oh, DeVito Sr. is going to get caught up in that. So is Jonathan Logan. And that was not pretty. Seeing where Eric Monaco is, I'm not sure if he's still back there. Somewhere there he is. Monaco actually did not get was not hurt by that a whole lot, but still a lot of damage to the left side of that 75 Hers machine. Now this has allowed the top 3 cars to kind of pull away. Fitzy, Wilmington, and Dover. Wilmington and Dover, aside from Logan Williams, had the worst chase starts last week at Atlanta, but Fitzy currently in the lead. But here comes Wilmington with a huge head of steam into the north turn. See these guys 2 and 3 wide. Logan Williams, she's not the highest chase driver. That would be Wilmington. Colton Yo still up here. Yo has definitely been getting hot as of late. Logan Williams, a lot of damage to the front end of that 79. Monaco with a couple of donuts on the 75. A lot of cars with damage here at the Daytona Beach course. Try and get a good camera angle here. Fitzy to the race lead, and they are drastically catching out on Charlie Davenport. They're probably going to catch him by the end of this thing, unless there's pit stops. We're not entirely sure when the pit stops are going to occur, but we believe that they are going to occur. And now it is a 2-car breakaway for the race lead between Zachary Fitzwater and Brady Wilmington. These guys are going to get to the south turn A-okay. Ooh, 22 of Josh Williamson rear-ending the 42 of Dave Benjamin Jr. Now back onto the beach. Fitzwater, Wilmington, Dover, Landon Smith Jr. First time we mentioned him today. Nathan Smith, Nathan Stapleton. Trying to think. Jake Hoover in the 27. Best run he's definitely had in a while. Colton Yo, Juan Rodriguez, Logan Williams, Owen Miles, Eric Monaco, Derek Hamill, Ryan Benjamin trying to go back to victory lane here in the Daytona area, but he's currently P15 and number 15. Sampson brothers behind him, Tyler Reynolds, Danny DeVito Sr., Jonathan Logan. So we head back. Oh, Benjamin Dover. He had to get out of the gas real quick there. And he got out of the groove and lost a ton of ground. Lost 2 positions to the 88 of Landon Smith Jr. and the 25 of Smith. Fitzy continues to lead here. We have got a hornet's nest of damaged cars in the back. I shouldn't say hornet's nest, but still, there's a lot of damaged cars back up in here. I'm still surprised Josh Williamson can see out of that car. Critical damage in the 22, but he's still chugging. And this could get spicy right in here. Dover continuing to lose positions. Now they have caught Charlie Davenport. Fitzy is going to get held up. Derek Hamill really having to check it down there, trying to cut underneath Monaco. Now Keegan Thompson with a ton of damage in the 7. Back 2 with the race lead. They've gotten around Charlie Davenport. Next car in line to be lapped is Mitchell Collins. As you approach halfway and battle for the race lead, here comes Wilmington on the inside We watch from the helicopter cam, drag race down the beach, front back straightaway. See what happens going into the north turn. Fitzy's gonna shut the door on him slow and steadily. Oh, here comes the 88 of Landon Smith Jr. making it a 3-car race. Fitzy retains a lead. But man, those guys checked up a ton. We got 4 wide back in here. 56 of Dover continuing to lose positions. See if anyone spins through the north turn just yet. They're all keeping it clean. Keegan Thompson down the pit lane. They're going to repair that 7 car. So there's going to be some more lap traffic to navigate through for your leaders. Davenport continuing to lose time here. Actually, no, Davenport is not going to finish last place. That will be Tristan Allen going to be the first car knocked out of the race. And what happened to Danny DeVito Jr.? Something happened to the 8 car. I'll have to see what happened after this race. But battle for the lead. Here comes the 88 of Landon Smith Jr. to the inside for the battle for second, I should say. Oh, Fitzy had to check up a ton. Here comes Landon Smith Jr. 3 wide for the race lead. Landon Smith Jr. stuffing it inside like a Thanksgiving turkey, and he is going to go to the lead. Textbook maneuver by your regular season champion. Oh man, that was insane. As they head down the beach back straightaway. Juan Rodriguez with a little bit of hood damage there. Benjamin Dover with a lot of hood damage there. Going to have to... he's going to continue to lose time. Continues to lose positions. Trying to find where Madison Tall is. She is somewhere in here. There she is. Madison Tall currently running in the 26th position. Not good for your current points leader. Back to the race lead. Landon Smith Jr. looking to lead his first lap of the day. Fitzy gonna get put outside 4 cars for the race lead. You can put them underneath a blanket here. And Landon Smith Jr. leads his first lap of the race. Side by side for second between Fitzy and Wilmington. And here comes Nathan Smith darting to the inside. He's gonna try and outbrake these guys going into the south turn. That could shake things up. Wilmington really had to get out of the gas there. And they're slowly closing in on the 50 of Mitchell Collins. And here comes Fitzy to the inside of the 88 of Landon Smith Jr. heading towards the Kinkin Highway A1A. Now rapidly heading to the south turn. Fitzy to the inside of Smith Jr. He's going to stuff it in there. Nathan Smith going to go for third over Wilmington. 4-car battle for the race lead, and then a single file all through. Wow, I got to go back to Logan Williams and Derek Hamill, a couple of chase drivers, to get your first side-by-side battle other for the lead. But down the back straightaway, Fitzy and Landon Smith Jr. are door-to-door. Landon Smith Jr. had to get out of the gas real quick there. And he is going to lose a ton of momentum in the 88. That's going to allow Nathan Smith to pull alongside Fitzy for the top position. I don't know if the 88 hit like a soft patch in the sand. But Nathan Smith comes Wilmington drafting off of Fitzy in the sand area, closing in on halfway here through the racing's north turn. Beach Bar and Grille. Fitzy back to the race lead. Nathan Smith is going to try and say otherwise. He is trying to stuff it in there. Was about to catch the rear quarter panel of that 9 Hunt of his teammate. In fact, he's gonna think otherwise. In fact, once again, just realizing this, all 3 Polar Star Motorsports cars up in the front. They have definitely been the most dominant team as of late, or just all throughout this season, I guess. 6 wins after, yeah, got to go back to actually last week. Nathan Smith is actually your reigning winner here in the Mission Barbecue Cup Series, looking to be the first driver to go back-to-back As Landon Smith Jr. to the inside of the 62 of Wilmington, heading towards the south turn. Nathan Smith trying to outbrake his teammate. Fitzy with his team owner to his inside. Gonna go off the racetrack just a little bit. And you think with these guys battling a whole lot, they would have this kind of pack of single file cars right on their heels. That is not the case. The highest chase driver aside from Wilmington and Landon Smith Jr. is a number 1 of Colton Yo, looking to have a great run for his team for Full Frontal Racing. Full Frontal Motorsports, I should say. And now they start to catch on Mitchell Collins in the 50. Fitzy still in the race lead. Here comes the 88 of Smith Jr. with a huge head of steam in that 88. He is going to go for third. He is going to try and go for second over Nathan Smith. I don't think he's going to get it. Ooh, Smith had to go wide through the corner. So did Wilmington. And Landon Smith Jr. side by side down A1A. With 11 laps to go, Nathan Smith is going to get the run on the outside as Fitzy and company rapidly closing in on that 50 of Mitchell Collins. That 50 team not having a good season. And this is just kind of showing it. Zachary Fitzwater goes to the inside of Mitchell Collins. Nathan Smith follows suit. So does Landon Smith Jr. Polar Star Motorsports running 1, 2, 3 at the moment. With Brady Wilmington in 4th. And then Juan Rodriguez for Buck Racing running P5. So going to the south chute. Nathan Smith stuffs it in. Once again underneath Fitzwater. Going to the inside. Landon Smith Jr. had to get out of the gas just a little bit. And Nathan Smith, he's going to have company from he's going to have competition from Fitzy. Fitzy's going to get a run on the outside. There goes Fitzy once again, using that high lane to his advantage. Oh, the 25 of Smith. I think he hit a soft patch in the sand once again. Actually, no, that was Landon Smith Jr. that hit a soft patch. But they are rapidly falling behind Zachary Fitzwater, coming to the cross flags next time by. Now here comes the 88 of Landon Smith Jr. drafting with his team owner / teammate. And now Nathan Smith going to the inside of Landon Smith Jr. for second place. This is all Fitzy wants to see out of his rear view mirror. Cross flags this time by for the driver of the number 9 Bass Pro Shops Honda Accord. So we look behind him in that number 9. Next car in line to be lapped is a number 34 of Al Lagacy for American Motorsports. He's about a mile in front of these guys. So not going to be catching him anytime soon. Back to Zachary Fitzwater, Nathan Smith, Landon Smith Jr., Brady Wilmington. Owen Miles has gotten around the 19 of Juan Rodriguez for 4th. And Colton Yo getting held up just a little bit by the 50 of Mitchell Collins. That got dicey right there. He almost turned himself off the nose of the 15 of Ryan Benjamin. Smith, and now Nathan Smith getting put out on the outside by Wilmington, trying to spoil this Polar Star trio. I think Fitzy's going to lead the most laps here, which that would be something. We aren't seeing the kind of spreading outness that I kind of expected at this venue, but still very competitive racing. I'll watch from the helicopter cam. Oh, Fitzy. He had to let up for something. Landon Smith Jr. with a full head of steam in the 88 to the race lead, going for his 5th win of the season, I believe. No, his 3rd win of the season, excuse me. No, 4th win. 4th win, I'm stupid. Wait. Yes, 4th win of the season for the driver of the 88. Oh, Wilmington's going to have the outside. He's going to ride it on the outside. Not going to quite get there. He's going to lose third to Nathan Smith. Coming to 7 laps to go. Oh, he's going to have a run on the outside. That 88. Down A1A for the 12th time today. This battle for the lead is getting spicy. Follow along from the Texaco gas station cam. And Fitzy fell all the way back to 4th. I think at this rate it's just going to be a 4-car battle for the race victory. Looking back through here, some of the cars that have been torn up. Caleb Rose with more damage in the 54. Like I said, we'll review every incident that cars got turned around at least. And now to the inside of Landon Smith Jr., Nathan Smith, team owner for Polar Star Motorsports, looking to be the first driver in Mission Barbecue Cup Series history to go back-to-back in consecutive races. Down the beach, back straightaway. Coming to 8 laps to go next time by. Looking at all these guys, want to focus in on this pack right here with Logan Williams with a damaged 79. Now, we do not know when these guys have to pit, if they even have to pit. But that'll definitely shake things up if they have to. Nathan Smith moved to the outside just a little bit. Oh, yeah, to check up a ton there. Wilmington runs into the back of Fitzy just a little bit. Smith goes wide, but he's going to retain the leadership position. Coming to the start-finish line here. Now they are rapidly closing in on the 34 of Al Agassi. Meanwhile, a fast slap belongs to Owen Miles, in fact. Currently in a dogfight for the 5th position with all those guys. So that's going to be something to definitely watch as they go into the south turn. The Polar Star Motorsports once again, 1, 2, 3. Here comes Fitzy with a full head of steam on the outside. The runs you can get on the straightaways here is absolutely inconceivable. And Fitzy going to go to the race lead. Oh, trying to go. Not going to quite get there. Now watch these guys get through the south turn. Brian Benjamin goes a little wide. Overdrives it just a little bit. I think everyone is going to get through here just fine and dandy. But it's still Polar Star Motorsports 1, 2, 3 with Wilmington, the lone not Polar Star Motorsports driver in this fight for the win. So I guess if you're Nathan Smith, the Nathan Smith that's not in the car right now, as they're going to go 3 wide for the lead. Fitzy with a huge run. Landon Smith Jr. with a huge run. Wilmington is just sitting in that 62, praying that they wreck going through the north turn right here. Fitzy's the first to let out of the gas. 3 wide for Polar Star Motorsports through the north turn. Coming to 7 laps to go here from the Daytona Beach course. Landon Smith Jr. No, Nathan Smith is going to get the huge run off the outside. He is going to lead that lap over his teammates. And kind of team guys is now they're closing in rapidly on Al Agassi. I think if they don't close in him on this lap, they're closing in on him next lap. Tough break for Al Agassi. Both American Motorsports cars have been involved in incidences this afternoon. Trying to get back there to this battle. Going through the north to the south chute. Fitzy, Landon Smith Jr. with a huge run. They're catching in on Agassi entering the south turn. Fitzy to the inside of Nathan Smith. They're all going to get held up here just a little bit. Now Daniel Voiles, Voiles is actually 36, so he was already a lap down car. Not sure what happened to him. We'll have to take a look and see. But now they are still stuck behind the 34 of Legacy going down the beach back straightaway. Here comes Brady Wilmington on the inside. A huge run for the 62 down the back straightaway. He is just gonna say sayonara to those guys. He is gonna pull out to a huge lead. What an absolute big brain maneuver by the driver of the 62. These guys are still stuck behind Legacy. And that was the biggest brain move of the race so far. And now Wilmington going to try and lead his first lap of the day, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, no, his second lap of the day. I'm still not entirely sure. But he can't get too far ahead of these Polar Star Motorsports guys. Nathan Smith, Zachary Fitzwater, and Landon Smith Jr. all in hot pursuit of the 62 of Wilmington, going down the back straightaway with 6 laps to go. Front straightaway with 6 laps to go, I should say. Back in here, Owen Miles, currently running P5. I know Colton Yo wants to get P5, be the 3rd highest chase driver. Now for the race lead, Nathan Smith on the inside of Wilmington. I say this every single race. It's not an NOFSRL sanctioned race without us missing a pass for the lead, especially coming to 5 grueling laps to go. For these top 4 guys, Fitzy to the inside of Wilmington for 2nd. Next car on the next lap car on the chopping block is a 46 of Caleb Campbell. You can see they're still pretty far behind him. Nathan Smith to the lead. Here comes the 62 and the 9 with big runs. Landon Smith Jr. still in the back here. Owen Miles catching up on Al Legacy. Legacy just trying to run for whatever points he can get. But heading into the north turn, I should say, it is Nathan Smith, Brady Wilmington on the outside, trying to get on the outside. Still a 4-car battle for the race lead. Wilmington is going to lose some time in the apex of the corner. He's going to get a huge run on the front straightaway. 5, count them, 5 laps to go here in the racing's north turn beach bar and grill from the Daytona Beach Course for Nathan Smith and the number 25 machine. Looking for his 3rd win of the season, 2nd in a row. But he's going to have to fend off a hard-charging Brady Wilmington and his 2 teammates. Fitzy wants a win. Landon Smith Jr. wants to pad his points. They're going to have to get around Caleb Campbell and possibly the 7 of Keegan Thompson. I don't think they're going to be able to catch Charlie Davenport again or Matt Tuck. So I think Tuck is going to remain on the lead lap, but still not a good day. And now here comes Fitz at the inside. He thought better of it. He's going to lose the momentum on the inside. That's going to allow Nathan Smith to pull away just a little bit going on to the beach section. And the Jaws team is playing Caleb Campbell once again. Going to be a lap down problem car here. And now it is Smith, Fitzy, and Smith Jr. with Wilmington right behind. Polar Star Motorsports has absolutely dominated this race. Now Fitzy with a run over the 25 of Nathan Smith, going with the helicopter cam. Landon Smith Jr. with a big run as well. He's going to try and help Fitzy get around their team owner going into the north turn. Wilmington are going to catch up to these guys just a little bit. 4 laps to go this time by. For these top 4 drivers, Fitzy will lead this lap. I think he officially is going to lead the most laps as they are stalking that 46 of Campbell. They're definitely going to catch Campbell either this lap or the next lap. I'm not entirely sure about the 7 of Thompson. but it's not impossible. Now Nathan Smith to the inside of his teammate of Fitzwater for first. As they quickly approach the 46 of Campbell, they're going to split him down the middle, going towards the south turn. Oh, Campbell, he tried to run the 88 off the road. They're all going to get around him nicely. Nathan Smith going to stuff it in underneath the 88 of Smith Jr. Fitzy still in the lead. Brady Wilmington still looking for any ground he can make up, trying to spoil the Polar Star party. And while back in here 3 wide for about the 8th position. Juan Rodriguez is going to be the loser in that battle. The winner in that battle is going to be Colton Yo. He's going to have a really good run here. Jonathan Logan, Derek Hamill, and Tyler Reynolds are also having pretty decent runs. Same for both Otter Island Motorsports guys. They're all inside the top 15. That's decent at best. Logan and Hamill in the top 12, actually top 13 if you count Tyler Reynolds. But back to the race lead. Oh, Nathan Smith has gone down the pit lane, and the pit stops are beginning. This is going to get interesting here as Landon Smith Jr. going to the inside of his teammate of Fitzwater. Let's make sure this was planned. And yes, gas and go stop for the 25 of Nathan Smith, going to short pit. And now the chess match begins. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to win this thing now. It's all going to be about who can stretch the most fuel. I did not see anyone else go down the pit lane, so 25 of Nathan Smith, definitely a dark horse. Black sheep, as Al Agassi going to go off the road just a little bit. He's going to regain composure in the 34. Back to the race lead. It is still Fitzwater and Landon Smith Jr. over Wilmington as they approach the 7 of Keegan Thompson. Nathan Smith fell all the way back to the 17th position, so not really going to lose a whole lot, especially since he's not going for the chase. Rounding the south chute for the 3rd to final time as they approach the 7 of Keegan Thompson, going through the helicopter cam once again. Trying to see if they are as close to Thompson as we believe. Oh, they are closing on him. There they are. Look at that closing rate right there. Landon Smith Jr. gonna have a big run on his teammate. See if they go down the pit lane. No takers. You see Caleb Campbell darting down the pit lane. So Nathan Smith, not sure what's going on, but Landon Smith Jr. to the inside of Fitzy for the top position. Now Wilmington, he is stuck on the outside of Keegan Thompson. And now popsicle sticks in the air. 2 laps to go for Landon Smith Jr. now. And they might catch up to Charlie Davenport here. We are not entirely sure. 3 wide in the back here for about the 5th position. Now we do have a lot of cars coming down the pit lane. Tyler Reynolds, Jonathan Logan, Madison Tall. A couple of Jace drivers in here. Benjamin Dover. Al Lagacy was a lap down. Now this is where Nathan Smith is going to gain his positions back. But this is the battle for the win. With 2 laps to go, Fitzwater to the outside of the 9. 88 to the inside in the south chute. In the south turn, I should say. Fitzwater on the outside. Landon Smith Jr. stuffing it in on the inside. Wilmington in 3rd. I think he just wants a good finishing position at this point. But watch for these guys to dart down the pit lane this time by. See if any of these guys there. 4 wide on going back onto the beach course. Colton Yo with a couple of donuts on the left side of that car. Let's see if anyone decides to stay out. That could shake things up a whole lot here. We could have a surprise winner. Tuck going down the pit lane. See Wilmington going down the pit lane. And these guys are staying out. Brady Wilmington not wanting to risk it, especially because of his fragile points position. But now Fitzy and Landon Smith Jr. coming out of turns 3 and 4 back onto the front straightaway. White flag in the air for Zachary Fitzwater. One more time around this 4-mile Daytona Beach course. And third is going to go to Juan Rodriguez and the 19. And if these guys up front pit, this could be the battle for the race win. Oh, no, no, no! James Edwards has blown up on the front straightaway. That's not good. Trying to get back. Trying to find these guys. They're going to pass James Edwards on the front straightaway. Edwards is going to come to a stop with an early expired engine. Here comes the 88 of Landon Smith Jr. to the inside of Fitzwater. Going through the south turn for the final time. No, he thinks better of it. Through the south turn, still trying to get there, but is going to lose some time on Zachary Fitzwater. Next lap car is Caleb Rose. They're not going to catch him. On to the beach for the final time for Zachary Fitzwater and Landon Smith Jr. Trying to see, there's Wilmington behind Nathan Smith. 32 of James Edwards still rolling here. But it is all Zachary Fitzwater in the 9. But watch, these guys, these runs these guys can get on the back straightaway can be insane. Look at the closing distance for Landon Smith Jr. He is going to have a huge run on his teammate. Neither car is going to come down the pit lane. This is the race for the win. Right on the back bumper to the inside goes Landon Smith Jr. looking for his 4th win of the season. Fitzy looking for his 2nd win of the season. Through the north turn for the final time. Here comes Landon Smith Jr. on the inside. Are we going to have a last lap pass? Fitzy's going to have the outside lane advantage. They're beating and banging, not really coming to line. Fitzy, I think, just got one. Zachary Fitzwater is your winner here. Here in the Racing's North Turn Beach Bar and Grill 500. They had the gas to make it. And I think Brady Wilmington and Nathan Smith are still going to get top 10 finishes, so not all was lost for those drivers. But Zachary Fitzwater, door to door with the 88 of Landon Smith Jr. Fitzy gets it done here at the Daytona Beach course. See, it looks like James Edwards, he blew a header, and then Danny DeVito Jr. and Tristan Allen retired. Charlie Davenport, even though he flipped upside down, he was still rolling, even though he's 3 laps down. And then only 3 cars out of the race. You see all the cars that were involved in incidents. We're going to see the incidences that people retired from. We're going to see the incidences in the south turn and the first 2 laps. And we'll see what happened to Danny DeVito Jr. that he retired. And then we'll get you to your official read-off of the official results. So this is the first lap stack up into the south turn. You see a lot of guys just arca braking into each other. Look at Al Agassi giving 66 of Charlie Davenport the biggest hit. 76 of Tristan Allen with a lot of damage. And then you're going to see, looks like Charlie Davenport just hit a patch of sand on the transition from the asphalt to the racing to the sand. And that's what flipped him upside down. Nathan Buchanan also involved in that. It's what effectively ends Lagacy and Mitchell Collins' days, and that's what knocked out Tristan Allen in the 76. That's how he finished last in that Josh Williamson Incorporated car. Following along here with Zachary Davis, one of the first cars to get arca brake. You see Tristan Allen right into the back end of the 46, and then 66 of Charlie Davenport going upside down in his car for his own team. And then that was on the first lap. Let's see what happened on the second lap. Then we'll see what happened to Danny DeVito Jr., your pole setter, and then we'll get you to your official results here. So this is what happened on the second lap. You're going to see 77 of Dustin Davis. Check up really early, and then a couple of Velocity cars do not get the memo. Daisy Johnson really stuffing into there in the 53. 27 of Jake Hoover going to get into the 40. And these guys are 4 wide going into the south turn. That is not a good idea. Owen Miles going to go around and locks up the brakes. Daisy Johnson bouncing up on the uneven sand right into Dustin Davis. Both of those cars, actually, Johnson's going to keep it on, but Dustin Davis, he let go, unfortunately. Titanic theme plays as these guys are 4 wide in front of them. Absolutely insane circumstances here at the Daytona Beach course here in the south turn, especially in the beginning stages of this race. So I'm not sure if Daisy Johnson kind of her brakes got loose there, but Owen Miles and everyone, just a chain reaction wreck. Daisy Johnson and Dustin Davis. Davis is going to fall off the face of the earth briefly. So that's going to give those guys pretty poor finishes, unfortunately. And let's see what happened to Denny DeVito Jr. So he was running up front in the top 5, your pole sitter, in fact. Let's see what happened to knock him out in the 8 car. This was actually the incident with Eric Monaco that happened on the 4th lap of the race. You see Monaco checking up early. Benjamin Dover and Cole Sampson get into him. You see there's where Voiles gets his damage, and Danny DeVito Jr. and Keegan Thompson. All 5 or so of these cars are going to slide off. I don't think anyone's going to go off the face of the earth. But I completely forgot about this incident. Thankfully, someone retired from it. Or otherwise, we would not have caught it. But a very tough break for Eric Monaco and Keegan Thompson, 2 chase drivers that were involved in this. Real-time replay for this incident with Eric Monaco. You're just seeing a lot of cars just ARCA braking into the south turn. South turn was definitely Calamity Corner this afternoon. And a lot of drivers getting damaged. As you see the 42 of Dave Benjamin Jr. going to get sideswiped there. Jonathan Logan was briefly held up by this. I believe that should be all the incidences. But Zachary Fitzwater is your winner here at the Daytona Beach course. Landon Smith Jr. oh so close. Look at that margin. Actually, let's go back and see just how close that finish was, because that was close, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the best angle that we've kind of got here. Trying to see if we got a better angle from the side. I guess this could be serviceable. The best view is definitely from the helicopter cam. Look at that margin. Got hit. Fitzy got Landon Smith Jr. by a wheel well. And that's going to get him his 2nd win of the season over Landon Smith Jr. 3rd is Juan Rodriguez. 4th, Jake Hoover. Top 5, Colton Yeo. 6th, Derek Hamill. 7, Logan Williams. 8th, Riley Sampson. 9, Brady Wilmington. And 10, Nathan Smith. Couple guys that pitted from the front. And then see all these guys that were laps down. 29 cars on the lead lap. And 37 cars left on the racing surface. But that's all I've got. Tune in on Thursday. Next race will be on Thursday. If you thought this course was long, oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. We are going to the legendary, infamous Zen Joltis Super Speedway, our last official Super Speedway race of the season. Down in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, for the running of the Anti-Task Force 500. That is going to be a very fun race, but that's all I've got. Once again, congratulations to Zachary Fitzwater and his win in the Racing's North Turn Beach Bar and Grill. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been Trey Wright. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. From the Daytona Beach Course, this has been NASCAR Nerd 34, signing off.